You're listening to This Morning with Stacey Brotzel on 880 CHED.
It is 8:46. It's going to be a really nice day in the city of Edmonton. It's going to be a little sloppy, though. We're going to go up to -2. The sun's going to come out a little bit later on today. -12 for an overnight low, and then another nice one tomorrow, -3 with a mix of sun and cloud. Let's now take a look inside a place that most of us will never have to visit, and that's good fortune on our part. Wynn House, an Edmonton women's shelter. Let's take a month and check out the numbers. 15 women moved from Wynn's shelter to supportive housing last month. 6,612. That's how many meals were served at the shelter. And 200. That's how many calls the Wynn hotline received in a 30-day period from women, families who needed help. Leslie Allen is Executive Director of Wynn House and joins us on the line. Good morning, Leslie.
Stacey, how are you?
Those are quite the numbers, and I bet you have more that you deal with every single day.
Absolutely.
How many women go through your doors every year?
Well, just through this year, from January to November, 158 women and 214 children have been served through Wynn House.
How many did you have to turn away?
Well, this year alone, we are about 900 calls we've had to turn away.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's heartbreaking because we just honestly do not have the room or the ability to really serve the women who are calling.
So where do these women end up?
Well, we try to do as much as we can, doing some safety planning with them, trying to link them up with community resources. But, of course, our community resources are stretched. And, I try to encourage them to find safe places to be, contact their support system within, that they have built themselves. We try our best to ensure that they're safe.
Do many of them end up staying where they are?
Absolutely.
In an unsafe situation?
In an unsafe situation. Yeah, that's I would say that's the majority of individuals when, they're ready to leave, there's no shelter available, they will stay until, either the shelter says, yes, we do have a spot, or, after that, it's sort of, you've missed the moment. You've missed the time where they have everything in line to be able to leave, because that takes a lot of courage and a lot of forethought. You've missed that time period, and you might, she just might choose to stay.
Who are these women who are calling you? Do they come from all different backgrounds?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. From all different classes, all different races, religions. We serve a very wide population of women.
You come from a family where domestic violence touched your home. Are you willing to share a little bit about that experience?
Absolutely, yes. So I grew up in a family where there was domestic violence, and one night my father decided, in the heat of an argument with my mom, that he was going to go and kill myself and my two brothers. At that moment, my mom was able to redirect him, and the alcohol had ended, and she said, you need to go across the street, you need to go to the neighbors and get some alcohol. So he actually went across the street. At that time, she came upstairs, she grabbed the three of us kids, put us in a car with her, and we went to a motel, because in the 60s there were no women's shelters. And the only thing that really saved us that night was that she was anticipating a situation quite like this, and she had taken some of the money that she had been saving from groceries and had that put aside, so she was able to afford a motel. If she hadn't done that and couldn't get us out that night, I don't know what the ending would have been.
So sorry. That is quite the story, Leslie, and it's obviously led you to do what you do. You see a lot of kids through your door, almost double the amount of women you see through your door. So you're handling kids as well. Coming from your own experience, how are these kids going to grow up, and how do they deal with the trauma that you also faced?
Yeah, I one of the things I'm so grateful for is that we do have supports now. When I was growing up, there really wasn't the psychologists or the psychiatrists around. It, was basically tried to be as normalized as possible what that situation was and just sort of get through it. But, now we've got really great therapy for kids. We can talk with them, and we do provide a safe place for them to be. And it's just amazing watching kids coming into shelter and really seeing them probably for the first time breathe because they know that they're in a safe situation.
We're nearing the end of Global TV's Give Me Shelter campaign. This is an annual campaign from our friends over at Global Television, raising money for 6 Edmonton shelters, including yours. How important are these funds?
They're imperative. We've definitely had quite a tough year insofar as numbers have been up, calls have been up, and then of course everything has gone up: groceries, electricity, everything. And unfortunately, we have not had an increase since 2016. So it's been a long period of time since the shelters have gotten any type of more money. So the only way we keep our doors open is through the support of the community.
Well, we're going to raise as much money as we can. Thanks so much for joining us and telling us your story, Leslie.
Absolutely, Stacey. Thank you very much, and happy holidays.
Yeah, same to you. We've been talking to Leslie Allen. She is Executive Director of Win House, and Global's Give Me Shelter campaign will wrap up on December 18th. So that is next Wednesday, and that is the day that you can go to Global Edmonton. There's a bunch of celebrities and personalities that will be out on the sidewalk taking your money. I did it last year, and wow, the stories that you hear, people pulling up and handing you a couple $100 saying, I did this, I escaped, and I want to make sure that other women can leave unsafe situations as well. Donations can also be made online, globalnews.ca/givemeshelter.